Battle has ended. By an unexpected miracle, the world was saved from the fall. Peace was restored and people resumed their busy lives. No one remembered anything about the extraordinary turn of events. So the season changed. And we jump. March 3rd, graduation day. Gekkoukan High School, school gates.
Yo,
Hey, Junpei.
damn, it's cold. But of course, you never miss a day of school. And can you believe this year's already over? We're practically seniors now. Just one more year. I think anything interesting will happen?
So everyone has now forgotten everything about the dark hour. Our friends have forgotten our expeditions, our adventures. We're all just back to living our normal lives.
I hope you're right. But seeing the current seniors makes me
And that means some of our friendships no longer exist.
Seems like all they
Because
freaking
we
do
forgore.
is study.
Or they
Talk
forgore.
about
Our
boring.
character did not forgore.
Is that gonna be us next year? Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something?
I guess remembers. That's another thing.
Hey.
You and I guess remember.
Is that girl looking at us? Dude, she's pretty cute. How come I never noticed her before?
What are you talking about? She lives in the same dorm as us.
Seriously? What's her name then?
I don't know.
Then why are you giving me a hard time? Anyway, it's always crazy in the dorms this time of year, with so many people coming and going. Oh yeah, did you hear? Kahiko-senpai
My
is moving out.
boyfriend, he forgot about me too.
You know, the captain of the boxing team.
I know who he is, but I haven't really talked to him. Of course, all the graduates are leaving, even Kirijo-senpai.
Miss Student Council President. She's in our dorm too.
I'm surprised these guys should just run into each other more often in the dorms. Like, they got the lobby where everyone hangs out, and the
Yeah.
rooms are right next to
What's
each
up with
other.
that girl? Hey there. Are you looking at us? Is something wrong?
It's nothing.
She looks kind of depressed, doesn't she? Wait, do you think she might be interested in me?
You wish, Junpei. Forgot about Chidori too. That sucks.
I doubt it.
Hurts.
Actually, I think he
By the
forgets
way,
about Chidori.
Yuka-tan.
Not sure.
Never mind. Forget it.
Aw, come on now. Don't give me that.
Well, do you remember how we became friends? I mean, don't take it the wrong way. I was just thinking.
Well, it's not like we're best friends or anything, so I guess it just kind of happened.
I guess so.
It is kind of weird, actually, now that I think about it. But I can't really explain why. Anyway, that girl.
Guys, it's graduation. Don't forget. The days go by peacefully without incidents. Except for the fact that our friends don't remember each other. We've had awkward friendships. Right. Now, we have the opportunity. The graduation day is tomorrow, I think. We have the opportunity to speak to every single one of our social links for one last interaction. I guess we'll start with Yukari. Hey, Katone. On your way home? Are you doing anything? I wanted to talk to you about something. It's kind of embarrassing to say here. So, can we go to the roof? Sorry for calling you out here. I actually have a little favor to ask. Well, Ari's eyes are cast down as if hesitating. It's my mom. I want you to meet her. I just promised to visit my mom, but I'm still kind of scared. If I see her, I might end up saying some really nasty things. What if we end up hurting each other even more? I don't want to hurt her feelings. I still haven't sorted all this out inside. I think I do want to see her. That's why I thought it'd be great if you could be there with me. Having you there will make me feel more confident, and I want to introduce you to her. I want to tell her that you're my best friend. So, if it's not too much trouble, have at it. Sure, of course. Really? Thanks. Well then, I'll call her up right away. I've been putting this off for so long. Let's see, how does during spring break sound? Man, I didn't realize until just now that spring break's almost here, huh? We're already seniors. I wonder if we're going to have a nice... I wonder if we're going to have new people come to our dorm. It'd be nice if we got along with them. I mean, we never really interacted with Mitsuru-senpai or Akiko-senpai after all. No! At the end of the year, we'll graduate and go to college, and then start a career? That feels like it's a long way off. Wonder what's gonna happen to us. Anyway, just remember to keep a day open during spring break, okay? I'll get in touch with you later. See ya! Alright, and we have to speak to every single one of our social links too. Alright, or as many as the game will allow us. Okay, so let me go back into the classroom and talk to Junpei. Hey, Kazone! Hey, wanna go to Hagakure today? I've got a sudden craving for their special bowl. Yikes, no way. I don't have extra cash right now. We're best friends, aren't we? No sponging off of friends. I'm Yukari's best friend, apparently. But man, I never imagined that you and I become such good friends with you when you first transferred here. I always thought that girls were a special kind of being or something. But you're not aliens after all. You're like the same kind of humans as guys are. Something like that. I wanted you to rely on me, and I tried to act all cool. I ran around and did a lot of things. Even then, I didn't know how to explain myself. You still understood what I was thinking. And I understand you too. I think. Let me know if you're ever going through some hard times, okay? If you can't say it, just give me a sign. Even if we end up in different classes next year, I'll always rush to your rescue. Oh yeah, have you heard? All the new teachers that are coming in April are female. Kenji's totally psyched about it. I mean, it got to the point that I couldn't stand being around him. Oh, you saying he's worse off than you, Junpei? Well, that doesn't matter to me. I've got a girl that I care about. Yes, he does remember Jidori. Not you? I did have someone. No, I'm not lying. I wouldn't make up some lame lie about that. I had someone, right? Am I doing something really important? Something I should never forget. Summertime, hello, welcome. You're right at the end. We already did all the boss fights. We're just concluding the end of the game. Sorry. I'm gonna pass on the ramen. Sorry. Bye, Junpei. Wait. Didn't leave. He knows he's missing someone. Certain Chidori. Alright, let's talk to the teacher, Mr. Ono. Andre Laurent Jean Hiro? That's too long. The samurai's name should be simple and short. Oh, Kotone. I think this letter is for you. It's all in hiragana, but if it's not yours, could you give it to whoever it's for? It's from Andre, whatever. I can't remember those long foreign names. When he was in my class, we just called him Bebe. He took the letter from Mr. Ono. And it's from Bebe! Hello, Kotone-sama. This is Bebe. Bebe's halting words line the pages. You can picture Bebe's smiling face. The kanji is difficult for me, so I'm sorry this is all in the hiragana. I learned a lot in Japan, but Bebe is still not that good. I write this with a dictionary. Bebe showed Uncle the kimono and had much praise for it. This part made me cry. I love Bebe so much. He's top female comments me now. Bebe's adorable. It says that Japan is a great country. Bebe is so happy to hear this. So I tell Uncle that I want to go back to the Japan. I tell him many times. He say, okay. You can sense Bebe's joy through his words. But Bebe decided not to go back. I'm sorry, Kotone-sama. I said I'd come back, but this is a lie. Bebe didn't know. My aunt wasn't the only one who helped me study abroad. Uncles, relatives, neighbors, many people helped. They all wanted me to go back. They said, we will help him pay for it. But my uncle is sad that my aunt died. Bebe cannot enjoy Japan while uncle is in grief. Bebe cannot take everyone's money for its own fun. Learning from Japan can be done in France too. That's why Bebe will stay in France. When Bebe is strong enough on his own, then I will come to Japan again. Bebe's handwriting has left an impression on the paper. He seems very determined. Bebe thought about how fun it is to make clothes with Kotone-sama and entered the school of fashion. I made clothes for the school contest. Baby won first prize. I named the clothes that won first place. Kotone, a very wonderful name. It is the name Bebe likes. Japan and France, Kotone-sama and Bebe, they are far apart. But I will always be close, even if you can't see me, that will not change. Every day was fun, a lot. Even if you do bad things, even if you become famous, even if you get married, my feelings do not change. Bebe will always love Kotone-sama. Aishiteru. To my dear, dear Kotone-sama, from Bebe. The words near the end are smeared. Aw, poor guy. He wants to come back, but he can't. Alright, Ryo, you're up next. Tone. You're funny. Every time I think about you, there you are. Hey, can you come with me for a little bit? Baby's adorable. I miss him. Ryo is staring nostalgically at the tennis court. She was a senior, right? I didn't have any fun at all in this club until you joined the team. I thought that everything in my life was painful when it came to tennis. I even blamed my teammates when things didn't go my way. I thought they weren't being serious enough and were pulling me down. I resented everyone else's for my own failures. But it's different now. Playing tennis is fun, and I have fun every day too. It's because I have a goal now. I was always at a loss about what good it would do my life if I kept playing tennis. It's not like I was gonna be a professional player, so I needed to put an end to it and study harder. But when I was in academic and career counseling, here's what I said. I want to go to college by playing tennis. I'm gonna be a 4-year scholarship and play after I graduate. I really do want to be a professional tennis player. I mean, I never actually said it, but it's what I was always thinking. I'd rather not have a dream at all if it's just going to fall through on me in the end. I was scared. But I learned how to have courage from you and everyone else in the club. I learned how to be strong and how to go for something I want. Thank you. Ryo bows slightly. I just wanted you to know that. I'm going to go along with college training camp during spring break. I wanted to tell you before I left. Wish me luck that I don't start complaining during training. Well then, see you. Aww. Alright, who's the next person we're gonna run into? Akihiko! Why do I feel like I should leave him for last? Ah! Okay, I feel like I should leave him for last. But boy, because it's gonna be hard because he doesn't remember us. Okay, let's speak to Fuka. Oh, Kotone-chan. What a coincidence. I have something to ask you. Where should I start? Anyway, come with me.
Yamagishi, what are you doing outside the faculty office?
I want to start a tech club.
Tech gloves? You mean technician's gloves? Well, I think you'd have to go to a hardware store for those.
Not tech gloves. A tech club. Like a club all about technology and electronics.
Want to start a club? Why is Yamagishi so troublesome? Look, it's already March. Had you at least wait until April?
Huh? But I really want to get started on it now. I'll do my best to find members. So, do I have your permission to start a club?
What? You mean to say you don't have any members yet? It's not even worth discussing. Can't start a club without at least 5 members. Now then.
Oh, he's gone. Well, it looks like I need to find 5 people. I could just make it an unauthorized club like the cooking club, but... Tone-chan, would you like to join my tech club?
Sure.
Yes, I'm so glad. I was hoping you would say that. I thought liking electronics made me strange. I always kept it to myself because I thought it was strange for a girl to be interested in that. But you know how I gave you those headphones? Oh yeah, that's another thing. Fuga doesn't remember Tartarus, but all the friendships and stuff. While I was making them, I had so much fun and felt so happy. When I thought about how they might make you happy, I couldn't help but feel excited. It was the same feeling I felt when I cooked with you, Kotone-chan. When I was bothered about trying to cook things right, I kept messing up and wanted to give up. That was because I had forgotten why I was doing it. I wanted to study cooking because I wanted to make something that you and everyone else could enjoy. Everything just became fun once I remembered that. I like everyone, including you, Kotone-chan. I want you all to always be happy. Once I realized that, I figured that I should make everyone happier with what I'm really good at. That's why I decided to form a tech club. I want to improve my skills and make various things everyone can use. I keep saying everyone, but who am I talking about? It makes me feel really warm inside and that I do like them, but I can't remember their faces. Oh, I almost forgot. The cooking club will continue to meet too. I'll be real busy, but I want to keep trying. It's like I really want to give it everything I have. I'd be happy if you showed up to the cooking club next year too. And if you want, the tech club will welcome you too. Alright, I need to hurry and find some tech club members. First, I need to make some posters. Well, see you later. Bye, Fuka. Okay, we still have so much left to do. There's so many people left. Alright, Mitsuru, you're next. Shiomi. Are we go somewhere to talk? I have some business to take care of later on, but I want to be with you until then. No matter what, I'm sorry, but I can't let you go anywhere else. This room brings back memories. I was only away for a little while due to exams. Results haven't been posted yet, but I don't have any doubts that I passed. This spring, I'll formally become a university student. So this will be my last chance to see the view from here. I don't have much time today. All the members of the head family are gathering for a brief session. The Kijiro group looks strong right now, but it's actually very frail. It could collapse at any time. Must stay strong. Seems tired. Don't work too much, girl. You're right. Resting is also important as work. But this is our only chance. I've accepted I must make sacrifice. I'll tell you what, if I do become exhausted as a result of this, I'll have you heal me. Oh, that's a very bold statement. Soon I'll be saying my farewells to the dorm too. I've been slowly packing up my things, but it's not going well. Everything brings back memories. A book, a picture, a piece of clothing, on and on. My senior year seems short, but very full. Quite quickly. Especially after you arrived. Everything's changed with you. If you hadn't come to this school, I wonder what would have become of me. Would I have accepted my arranged marriage? Or would I have gone on my motorcycle one day, driven off and never returned? Fate is a mysterious thing. Oh, whoops, did not mean to skip that. I have things that must be done to secure a future for the Kijiro group and myself. I will not hesitate to put forth the effort. I swore that to you. Come visit the Kijiro head family sometime. We shall have tea with everyone. Our relationship isn't one that will end with graduation, right? I wonder how it will change as time passes. Look forward to finding out. It's almost time. I have to be on my way. I wish we could see each other back at the dorms, but it'll be late tonight. Maybe this weekend? Well, see you. Okay. Let's see. We've been to... Got everyone here. The only person I've left at that... in these sections is Akihiko. Which I said I was gonna leave him for last, which I will do. Okay, let's go to the first floor. See if there's anyone in the lobby area. Oh, Hidetoshi.
There's something I wanted to tell you. We'll still be able to talk to each other next year, but I wanted to say this while we're both still on the student council. I'm gonna quit the council. I'm just not going to apply next year. That cigarette business gave me a lot to think about. This may sound odd, but do you think this country is headed in the right direction? I see.
Well, I feel differently. I just chose something. I don't know. I don't know what it's like in Japan.
You're an optimistic woman, so maybe society looks differently through your eyes. Around January, there was a sinister cult growing in popularity. Society without a future for many people out there. That's the reality. I was thinking how we could change that. What it would take to change society. I thought maybe one influential person could start a revolution. But starting a revolution just because you have the power to do it creates more problems. That's what the Nixist incident taught me. I realized how naive I had been. Now I think the best thing for society is more education. Things that each of us have to learn before going out into the world. That's what's needed most. So, I'm thinking of becoming a teacher. A society is dictated by its people. If we improve the people's minds, society will be likewise improved. Aren't you going to laugh at me? Say something like, "You, a teacher." I see. I'll do my best. I just wanted to thank you for that. It's all because of you. Thanks. And... oh, never mind. I'll tell you someday when I'm more worthy of you.
Everyone's just fallen in love with us.
When I told you that I'd protect you, and I didn't know that. There was a larger meaning behind it. That's all. See you later.
Alright. Continue to look around. Akiko! Not yet. I don't think there's anyone on the rooftop. Okay, let's go to the town. Search around. Let's go to the mall. Let's see if anyone's here. Bro is ugly. Fine. He's not ugly. Fine. Alright, we have this bartender.
Aren't you the girl who used to talk to the monk upstairs? He actually called here trying to reach you. I think he had a message for you. But I can't quite remember it. Just hang on a sec.
Bartender walked into the club.
Here you go. I wrote it down. Good thinking, huh? But my handwriting isn't so good. I hope you can read it. I found my wife and son. My son's a good-for-nothing punk. Life is frigid as usual. That witch. What? Hey, shut up. I'm on the phone. It's happened. I apologized 1,000 times. Things back to normal now. Guess you could say we're back in love with each other.
Really?
I realized, rather than holding on to my pride, I needed to suck it up and apologize. Thanks to you, Katone.
The true ugliest person in Persona 3 Portable is Nozomi, who's in the mail route.
Take care, kid. Till we meet again. That's the end of it. I hope I didn't miss anything. He didn't leave any contact info or anything, but I'm sure you'll meet him again somewhere. Hey, maybe you should become a nun. That crowd all knows each other, right? Anyway, stop by this place anytime you want a drink. As soon as you're over 21, of course. See ya. Oh yeah, when I came in to prepare to open, one of the regulars was already here. Don't you know him too? He looks so depressed. Ask him what's wrong. Me?
Nah. I forget who this is. There's a depressed dude. A man in his 30s is drinking by himself. I don't remember who this is.
Someone to chat with. Alright, tell me. Have you ever had a dream where you're falling?
I don't think I have.
Well, to tell the truth, I heard a rumor that if you don't wake up before you hit bottom, you die. Forget it. Sorry. And I brought it up. I've been having the weirdest dreams lately. Geez, what's wrong with me? Why don't you head on home instead of wandering around a place like this? Well, you're a kid. I always wanted to see what this kind of place when I was your age too. You're in high school, right? I remember back then. Be a little jealous of you. So, are you seeing anyone?
I'm just gonna say yes.
Good for you. Things were so much simpler at that. Even though he doesn't remember me. Get to be as old as me, love loses some of its luster. Romance gets harder to enjoy. So, enjoy it while you still can. This isn't any of my business. But seriously, I envy you. I'm an adult now. I can't be as carefree as I used to. I've got a girlfriend, and we're stuck with each other. But I'm screwed if things keep going the way they are. I'm not the marrying kind. You give up much of your freedom once you become an adult. About that weird dream I've been having. I'm pretty sure I know what's causing it. It's just a spur of the moment thing, but I cheated on my girl.
Sheesh!
Remember, when I said I was stuck with, she might be pregnant.
This happened a long time ago. I don't remember this. It was like probably early game.
I'm starting to feel guilty about the whole thing, huh? Stupid, isn't it? Hey, do you think it'd be unforgivable? It's an unforgivable sin to cheat on someone. Or is it just human nature?
Don't ask me that. I don't know.
I'm not surprised. Not something a guy my age should be asking a high schooler. When I was young, I thought my life was just beginning. Now I'm past 30, and nothing ever seemed to have got going for me. It's more of the same betrayal and acting on my ridiculous desires. I wonder if I'm gonna have that dream again tonight. Shit. I feel like I'm going insane.
I can't act like a...
I wonder, will the Velvet Room... No, the Velvet Room's not here. Badge, we can't say bye to Theo. Alright, let's head off to another location to see someone. Heart Island Station, I don't think there was anyone here. Was the point of that convo? To talk about, what it's like to be an adult.
This game, so we've talked to that man before at the bar whenever we would go see, I forgot, the monk guy. And he would tell us about his life and whatnot. I think it's just like an insight of like, for you to think about. And also for Kotone, because, Kotone, yes, he's okay. Okay, I don't think there's anything I can do. I think I can go to the movie. Okay, let's go to the strip mall and let's see our old couple.
Oh, hello there, Kotone-chan. How have you been? Grown so much since the last time I saw you.
Come on, dear. There's no way she could have grown that much in so short a time. What must have happened is that we shrank. Right, Kotone-chan?
Ah, good point, good point. Got me there. By the way, Kotone-chan, I'm thinking of giving this old place a remodeling. I'll make it even showier than the wings they're adding to GeckoCon.
Speaking of which, the school's decided to move the persimmon tree to another field. It'll be replanted on a hill where you can see the whole campus, so our son can still watch over the school and its students. I know that tree isn't really our son, but it still makes me happy.
Once my dear wife heard, she couldn't stop crying. Come on, smile, bah!
Don't yell, dear. Your dentures will fall out. Anyhow, we'll support the GeckoCon High School students as best we can. You look very mature now, Kotone-chan. You must have been working so hard. Come visit us anytime.
Alright, I don't think these guys give us an update on anyone. The mail route, there is someone here, but mail route. I don't think anyone's on this floor. No. Alright, next place. The shrine. Alright, we have a couple people here we can talk to. Koromaru! Koromaru is nuzzling you with his nose.
He's not wearing his thing. I petted him softly. Koromaru seems content. He won't budge from the front of the shrine. Could he be remembering the priest who used to live here? Even our poor dog doesn't remember either. Koromaru is staring quietly at the shrine. Spent some time with Koromaru. Poor dude. Oops. Okay, and then we have 2 more people here to speak to. Let's speak to the lady who's sitting right here.
Hello there. Oh, you must be... by any chance, is your name Katone-san? I see. So, you're Katone-san. Oh, excuse me. I'm Mrs. Kamiki. Akinari's mother. My son talked about you a lot. I was just thinking about him. If you have time, could you sit here and talk about him with me?
Ah, Akinari!
Wonderful. Please, sit down. Today is a special day. What a coincidence, seeing you today. It must be another of God's tricks. Today is my son's, Akinari's birthday. He'd be 20 if he was still alive. Only 19 years. It wasn't long enough. He was almost an adult, but he never made it. Had a genetic disease. Me, I'm a healthy horse, but him. The doctors detected it at birth. They knew he wouldn't live to see adulthood. Every day I wondered if he'd wake up the next morning. I blamed myself for what he inherited. But he said something to me near the end. I'm sorry to have brought so much pain into your life, Mother. I'm glad to have been given life. Glad to have been your son. Thank you so much for the life you have given me. That's what he said. He was the one who suffered so much, and yet he said that to me. But my son brought me a lot of joy too, holding his warm body in my arms just after he was born. Those tiny hands, that first smile, hearing him breathe easily at night. Every day, I gave thanks for him being alive. Every day, I found a new joy in him. And now, I'm so lonely. Nothing I can do. But my boy gave me so much that I have to keep on going. Looking straight ahead, that's how I feel. I was not prepared to experience this again so soon. The sadness. It's a shame he passed, but I mean, they implied that it was gonna happen. They eat the finest foods, visit the most exotic places, everything my boy could never do. I'll have so many stories to tell him about the things I've done. One day, when we meet him again, on the other side. If I didn't have to look forward to, I don't know how I could go on. That reminds me, when my son's condition worsened, I started writing a fable. But when I was cleaning out his room, I never found the notebook. He said he was going to show it to you first, when he was done. I asked why not me, and he laughed and said, "You'll be the second one to see it, Mom." I suppose he wasn't able to finish the story.
He did. I have it.
What? So he was able to give you the notebook. You explained how you received the notebook from Akinari and that you heard the entire story from him. I see. I'm so glad. That was my only regret. It was awful to think that he wasn't able to finish his project. See, you should hold on to the notebook. I'm sure that's what my boy would have wanted. I'll wait for him to tell it to me himself when I see him again. Now I have something else to look forward to. Oh, this poor mom. No parent should have to bury their children. I'm glad you and I could finally meet. Thank you. There is one piece of advice I'd like to give you, as an old lady to a young one. Take good care of the ones dearest to you. If you wait until their time has come, and you're clinging to their cold bodies, then it's too late. Everyone who's born will die someday. Not just Akinari, or me, or you. It happens to everyone. So, before that happens, it doesn't take a grand gesture. You don't have to make a big production of it, but if you love someone, let them know it.
We all go through life with the same struggles, the same heartbreak. We should be able to prop each other up with the same love and kindness as well. I'm sure you have something precious you can share with people. Always remember that. Ah! It's so sad. Poor Akinari. And we have one last guy in this location. We have Maiko's dad.
You're Tone-san, right? I'm Maiko's dad. If you have a minute, could we sit and talk for a while? Then mind walking with me a while? I'll buy you takoyaki. There's a good takoyaki there, but I bet you know that already. When I see this place, I remember all the times I come here with Maiko. Came here when she ran away from home too.
Oh yeah, if you don't remember, the parents got divorced and Maiko went with the mom.
Really loved the takoyaki. She was a good kid, huh?
Was she?
She's so good that I wonder if she's really my kid sometimes. I got a letter from Maiko. It's long and full of details about her new life over there. It says she's made a lot of friends. Let's see. She's in charge of the rabbits at her new school, and she has to get up early to clean the cages. They yelled at her for forgetting her PE uniform. She forgot her homework and had to copy a friend's. I never knew she was that forgetful. Oh, and she did so well at her recorder test that she was asked to perform in front of everyone. And she goes on to talk about how she plays at the park right by the school with her friends every day. Mother's doing well too. They're having a lot of fun together. Having fun. Sounds nice. Nowadays, I come home to an empty house. The room seems so big without them. I wonder if she feels the same way about her house, now that there's no dad in it. Goodness. We put that kid through so much on account of our own problems. I feel terrible about it all. Maiko really seemed to like you. Learn about you in her letter, too.
I love Katane. I hope we can become family for real.
I was thinking.
What? What? Okay, this conversation is obviously different in the mail route, but what? No? No? What the hell? Oh, okay. You should have phrased that better, sir.
Oh, I mean, don't misunderstand. I just thought Maiko would like that.
No.
Of course, I'm talking.
Okay. I was not expecting. So in the mail route, Maiko has a very innocent crush on the protagonist. So he asked something a little differently. You can imagine. This? Sir? Oh god.
That didn't come out right, huh? What am I saying? No, huh? Sorry, forget what I said.
I will never speak to you ever again.
Goodbye.
Gosh! What the heck? I did not think that's where that was gonna go. Alright, well. I think I can go to the dorm to talk to a couple other people. I don't know if Ken's at the dorm, actually. Let me check. And if he's not there, then we're going to... Then we can speak to Akihiko. Oh, shit. TV's left on. The news is on. Coming up next, a special report on the Amazing Commodities Corp of the Tanaka Amazing Commodities Program.
President Tanaka's failure to account for certain fuck. I can't talk. Has caused a media stir lately. We now join our field reporter, live from the scene. I'm reporting from the Amazing Commodities head office, where a swarm of journalists have convened. Word has it that President Tanaka will be coming out shortly to make a statement. The tension in the air here can't be denied. Thank you. We'll be looking forward to updates as soon as anything happens. Back to the studio. The unaccounted expenditure, there we go, has sparked a massive investigation. Some theorize that tax evasion is the cause. What?
Jeez, that's a crime.
Oh, there's no question about it. I remind you that this is President Tanaka we're talking about. He tricks his own viewers for a few extra bucks. I bet he'd slit his mama's throat for a 5 yen piece. No matter how high his net worth rises, he'll never be satisfied. He's lower than the scum on all earthworm's belly. And all that money and no charity's ever seen a dime. Well, I'm sure he's not as bad as all that. And, something has happened at the scene. President Tanaka has emerged. I can't keep track of all these voices. He's carrying a microphone. It looks like he's gonna sing. Hi, everyone. Amazing Commodities is here for you year-round, rain or shine. We have a monopoly on the cheapest, highest quality goods. Our customers' aesthetic screams cause no noise population.
Oh, I never spoke to Akihiko. Well, we have one more shot.
Our stocks rise so high we're a hazard to birds, and we make losers every day out of people who don't buy. We're the only miracle left in this sad, desolate world. That's the Amazing Commodities guarantee. We look forward to your business.
President Tanaka's car drove off.
Oh, he's gone.
What the hell are you doing? You call yourself a journalist? If you can't get one lousy comment out of him, that's as good as free advertising.
We'll have to interrupt you there, as we've just received a fax. It's from President Tanaka. The message reads, "Hi, this is Tanaka, the best friend your pocketbook ever had. And what's in my pocketbook is my own business. It's not my company's money, so what's it to them how I use it? But let me make one thing clear. I'm not ashamed of a single thing. My conscience is clear, dear viewers, so buy my products guilt-free. Amazing Commodities here for you year-round, rain or shine. Buy now or drown in bitter tears. Bye-bye." Apparently, he had no intention of revealing his use for the funds. Has this Tanaka no shame? Just because he's made some money for himself doesn't mean he can toy with the common man's emotions. As self-appointed representative Joe Q public, I have something to say and I'm not afraid to say it. Fat pigs like him who gorge themselves on the excesses of capitalism should be. Thanks very much. As we wrap up our special report. With no clues as to how the funds have been used, we can only hope that they went to humanitarian purposes. Next up, your daily glimpse into the stock market, where Amazing Commodity stocks are skyrocketing. Oh, this is so boring. This is such a boring piece of dialogue. On the strength of the bizarre revelations just now. Tanaka, yours has been the most boring one. Okay. I didn't speak to Akihiko, but we have one more day to do so. Where's Ken? Is he in his room? I don't remember where Ken is anywhere. Cause he's not a social link in the middle. Same with Sayuri. I don't remember how we go. Even though all you did was go to school, you feel lethargic. Oh, doesn't want me? Okay, let's go to our room. There's no one here. We go to sleep. On our last school day. Classes ended for today. Let's go find Akihiko. Oh, Yuppie, you're here again. Oh, he just says the same thing. I don't remember how we get in contact with Sayuri. Oh, that's up. Maybe it's the library. Is there a library here?
Wait, that's our classroom. Hmm. 'Cause I know she moved away. I don't remember, actually. I wonder if we can speak to any of our teachers. We want to do that? Wouldn't it be wise to enter without a good reason? I guess you're right. Oh, here we go, the library. You remember how you and Sari worked together as members of the library committee here? I've got High Library. The door is unlocked, but there's no one inside. Oh, there you are. You remember Sari Hasagawa, right? I have a letter for you. Miss Onishi hands you a letter. Her work here as a member of the library committee must have been her only fond memories of this place. Well, have a safe trip home. You like this girl? You guys like her. I don't like her. You decided to read the letter alone in the library.
Katone-chan, how are you? This is probably the first time I've called you that. I'm doing well.
Very small handwriting fills the paper. We like this girl, chat, just because she's pretty? Nah, she sucks. You can imagine Sari's smiley face as she wrote this letter.
I've gotten used to the dorms. I've made friends that I talk to and laugh with every day. But there's no one like you. You would get angry and stand up for me. I think you're the only person who would do that for me after all. But I believe that it would make you happy if I learned to enjoy my life in this new place. I'm doing my best to live my own life here. There's one thing that I never told you. I did love someone, but he's no longer with us. I made him suffer and forced him into a corner. My parents severely blame me for the incident. They sent me out as an exchange student, and I never knew when I'd be able to return to this country.
Damn. Your parents blame you for that?
My parents must have not wanted to see my face. Because I was sent far away, to a country where I had no one to rely on. I didn't go to school at all. A church took me in, and I prayed for his soul every day. I prayed for him, and that he would forgive me for being too weak to kill my...
Whoa. Whoa. I don't want to get flagged. Good thing I stopped myself. Sheesh. I know YouTube will flag you if you say certain things like that, so good thing I stopped myself. Whoa.
Katone-chan, I am so sorry. I was so weak that I couldn't tell you this.
J2, the timing of that comment. I know that's not what you're wooing about, but the timing.
I was scared that you would hate me. After we started being friends, I began to want something more than a casual friendship.
This game's ending is gross. What are these combos? Yeah, some of them are a bit whack, and some of them are good, and some of them are whack. It depends on the confidant.
I wanted you to come to understand me. But no one is ordering me around anymore. I'm acting as I wish.
Very dated? Yeah, that's one thing. This game is old. And I also don't like this character, so... Oop.
But being in control of your destiny, it's a scary thing. If I hurt someone's feelings, I feel like I'm denying myself something. If I hurt someone's feelings, I feel like I'm denying myself something. It's much easier if I go with the flow. But not doing that is to stand up for what you taught me. It means that I'm alive, and I'm meant to be alive. It's almost spring break, but I won't be going back home. I haven't contacted my parents either. But one day, I want to be able to say that I'm glad that I'm living. And then, I want to be able to thank my parents. And this is all because I had a friend like you. Thank you, with my deepest gratitude. Sayuri Hasagawa.
Letter ends there. Ugh, I did not enjoy her thing at all. Her convo or her social link. I wonder if I can run into Ken at Wild Duck Burger. I actually don't know where he is. Before I go speak to Akihiko. No? Where do we always take him? I don't remember. Alright, well, let's go back to school. Maybe Ken would be waiting outside the front gate. Oh yeah, there he is. Phew! I almost missed him.
Oh, Tony-chan. San. I'm glad I found you. It was kind of strange coming to the high school campus alone.
I believe that's everyone after this. After Ken and Akihiko.
Oh, I came today to drop off something that Akihiko-senpai forgot. You might not think so from the way he looks, but Akihiko-senpai is a little soft in the head sometimes. Talking about forgetting something. Do you remember that person named Shinjiro-senpai? He stayed at our dorm for a little while. I never had the chance to talk to him, but every time I think about him, I feel this pain and sadness, like there's something really important. I get all these mixed feelings that I don't understand. It makes me think that I need to do something. I don't know what though. I wonder why. Oh, I'm sorry. It was just easy to talk to you.
You still have a crush on me, Ken?
Oh yeah, Katone-san. You know how it's almost spring break? Why don't we go somewhere doing it? How about we go see a movie or go shopping together? It's been a while since I've looked forward to a break like this. I think it's ever since my mom was still alive. Oh, did I tell you? My mom died in an accident. Ever since then, I've never looked forward to holidays or breaks. But when I'm at school, I can forget about what happened, but now I have you with me, Katone-san. I won't cry anymore. Thank you, Katone-san. Thank you for not treating me like a kid.
I feel like we did the exact opposite. We try to let him be a kid.
I can look forward to the future because of you. I'll be able to live with my head held high. That's how I feel. Well then.
Sheesh. Alright. I don't think I'm missing anyone other than Aki. Oh my god, I can't look at my social link status. Goodness. I don't even remember. Poor Ken. Yeah, he doesn't know. Alright, let's go see Akihiko. I think he's the last one. I don't think I missed anybody. I guess is not available because we're gonna have something with her later. Yoji, obviously not him. Where was everyone? We're good. Shinjiro, obviously not. Yeah, I think we've come through everyone.
Yo, Katone.
He doesn't remember that we're dating this whole time. We've had to keep our distance.
It's been a while since I last saw you at school like this.
Oh. Food's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I guess we're rating him after.
Feeling a little nostalgic.
Food! No, you're still here. You're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! While you're watching my stream? Wow. Wow.
That's why I'm taking a look around the school right now.
You just exposed yourself, buddy. God, in 4K playing Yu-Gi-Oh! While we're coming to the end of the game. He said this is boring.
This is my last chance after all.
Deck building I'm not playing? Sure, that's they're the same thing.
It might have felt like forever at the time, but now it seems like those years went by in a flash. All I did was box all those 3 years.
Hold on, my Akihiko voice is...
Is that really... good? No. We had some good times together. I enjoyed those. If we hadn't been in the same dorm, we might never have even met. The world seems mysterious that way. I'm gonna leave the dorm soon. I won't be able to be at your side all the time like I can now. But that's not going to change anything.
Well. Oh, so we are dating. Oh, never mind.
I mean, feelings for you aren't going to change. So don't be sad, alright?
I thought he would have forgotten that too.
Do you remember Shinji? I mean, Shinjiro. Shinji was supposed to graduate with me too. Can't believe he got dragged into that incident. Still can't force myself to accept what happened to him. And to this day.
Oh no! We just left him sad. Okay. That should be everybody. I'm trying to remember. I think that's everyone. I wonder, I can't remember if he's supposed to wake up. Let's go back to the school. I think we're missing an important information before we continue with ending the game. Is it you? Oh yeah, it's this girl.
Did you hear? You know, about Shinjiro-senpai? The guy who got caught up in some kind of shooting? He's been in a coma for months? I heard he woke up. Oh, God. What if he comes to school? I'm scared.
Tell me more. Okay, yeah. So if you spent the time to actually max out Shinjiro's social link and also returned his watch, I believe it was, to him, he'll wake up at the end of the game.
Huh? Oh, I don't know the details. I heard it from my doctor at the hospital. I guess he had something in his breast pocket, and that's what saved him. Or something like that. What was it that he had? It'll be a while before he gets out, though. He must be weak after such a long sleep, huh?
Shinjiro-senpai is alive! And that's because we gave him the watch. Alright, but that's all the information we get about Shinjiro. So it's completely optional if you want him to survive or not. Same thing with Chidori. You can make it optional for them to live. But with that, that is all of our confidants. At least it should be. I don't think I'm missing anyone. And we walked everywhere. Let's go back to the dorm for our last sleep. Feeling tired, you can't keep your eyes open. You should rest. Tomorrow's senior graduation day. I feel like I should save over. This one should. Oh god, it's been so long since I last saved. Let's go to our room. Our last sleep of the game. Click on everything. Admire our room one last time. Now we sleep. Graduation day. Graduation day, your room.
It's me, Aegis. May I please come in? Thank goodness. I'm so happy to see you again. I'm sorry to show up so suddenly, but I really needed to talk to you.
What is it, I guess?
I remember everything.
Yep, just you and me only.
Everyone seems to have forgotten, but I remember that day I'm sorry. It's just that when I remembered, I was afraid you might go somewhere far away, like you did at the last battle.
I floated into the light.
Graduation's today, isn't it? I'm sorry. The ceremony's already begun. Such nice weather outside. Do you remember? The promise we all made?
On the rooftop!
Why don't we go there and wait
They
for
all
the
forgore.
others? We can enjoy the view of this peaceful city.
They've all forgorn. Meanwhile, Gekukan High School Auditorium.
The time to part has finally come.
Wait, is this I guess his voice actor?
Though this is our last day together, we want the senior class to know that you've truly earned our respect. We wish each of you good health, happiness, and prosperity. On this auspicious occasion, I bid you all a fond farewell on behalf of the student body.
Or is this Natsuki? actor, one of the two. Or unless she voices both of them, I just never noticed.
Next, a word from the valedictorian. From Class D, Mitsuru Kurijo.
Thank you. This last year, I accepted an important responsibility as student council president. When I first addressed you from this podium, I spoke to you all about seizing opportunity while you had the chance. Well, it must have been fate that intervened and gave me an important reminder of this. As many of you may know, my father unexpectedly passed away due to sudden illness. Sudden illness?
Was that really it?
Wow, that's rare. I've never heard her stumble in a speech before.
Guys, they're remembering.
We...
Huh? Wait, wasn't I supposed to... Oh,
Yeah, you all must feel guilty now. We spent the past 2 months not being friends.
Our promise.
I remember, yes. Upon my father's death, I was set adrift in life. No longer will I run from the future. I will face it head-on, in memory of my father's will. I am resolved, free from doubt or hesitation. It is because I have such wonderful, such priceless friends.
Mitsuru!
You all forgot.
We
You should be
swore to
ashamed of
each other
yourselves.
never to lose hope, no matter what tomorrow brings.
After shouting that, Mitsuru leapt from the stage to rejoin everyone.
Senpai, we remember about her and Aigis.
Yes, of course. Let's go, everyone.
Hurry,
Where do
hurry.
you think you're going? We're in the middle of
Hurry.
a ceremony.
You guys don't realize it, but you have to hurry. Meanwhile, on the roof of the high school. The warm sunlight and gentle wind feels good on your resting body. Aigis is sitting close to where you're lying.
The wind feels so nice. This is my first time experiencing spring. But this season will eventually
I definitely
pass.
know why like a lot of people say Aigis is best girl.
After fighting alongside
Because
you
of this
and
monologue that she's
facing
about
the
to give.
world's end, I finally began to understand what it means to live. Thinking for yourself, not running away.
Thank you for the follow, TLBG14. I appreciate it. Right before the end. Let's
Accepting
go.
the inevitable. All things eventually come to an end. Every living thing will one day disappear. Only by accepting this can one discover what they truly want, what the meaning of their life will be. I understand now why I was so tormented by my lack of strength.
You're a fan of Persona Shin Megami Tensei. Well, welcome to the club.
Protecting others became more than just an order I had to obey. I wanted to do it for my own reasons. I realized this once I decided to try and prevent the fall. When I thought I might never see you again, something else became clear to me. What I wanted most. And so, I made up my mind. I decided that I would continue to protect you.
Aw, isn't she sweet?
I want to be your strength. I know I'm not the only one who can do this, but that's okay.
Notice how her voice gets less and less robotic as she's going.
My life will be worth living if it's for this reason. Thank you. You're right. What am I doing? I understand now. So I should be happy.
Hey!
Junpei! You hear voices calling out to you.
Everyone! I realize now that I have friends as well. You don't have to save the world to find meaning in life. Sometimes, all you need is something simple. like someone to take care of. I'll keep on living no matter what, so that I can protect you.
Aigis is smiling gently. The gentle spring sunlight warms your body. The cheer you hear from afar, the slightly chill wind. This is the world you and your friends protected. Feel a little sleepy.
Thank you for everything. You're tired, aren't you? You can close your eyes. I'll always remain here by your side.
You can hear footsteps and several familiar voices drawing near.
The others will be here soon.
The bright sunlight and Aigis' voice softly overlap. Getting sleepier. Your eyelids feel heavy. Not yet!
Don't worry. I'll always protect you.
With that, the game is over. If some of you didn't catch on, the protagonist died in that moment. So basically, the FES version kind of goes into a little more detail about this, but the protagonist, yes, dies due to the sacrifice they gave for Nyx. So I have watched a playthrough of someone play FES a while ago. I'm trying to remember the details, but basically, when the protagonist used that great seal ability when we were fighting Nyx, their soul ended up leaving behind a permanent barrier between human desires and Nyx, and this evidently killed them over time. And your Kotone is basically only a shell. The past couple of months of Kotone have only been a shell up until she was able to leave out her promise, which was meet everyone at the rooftop at graduation. And once everyone reunited on the rooftop, that promise was fulfilled, and her full soul can now dedicate to being the barrier. So she ended up dying in that moment, and Aigis was actually not aware that the protagonist was dying either. So she was making all this monologue, having no idea what was happening. In FES, there is a epilogue section to the game. I don't know why they didn't include in Portable. I can't remember which came first. But basically, it explains what happened to the protagonist and everyone else. So the rest of the Seas members, they find out that the protagonist just died, and they're all very, very confused. And they take the protagonist to the doctor, but the doctor can't figure out what's wrong, and they ended up just concluding it to severe exhaustion was what killed them off. But later on, Seas eventually learn that the protagonist's soul is serving as a block, the seal, between Nyx and humans' negative desires. Because the more negative the human desires, the stronger Nyx gets in the end of the world and whatnot. Storage reasons kill the idea of having episode, I guess, in the PSP. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. So, this goes into a little more information in other Persona games. Like, I know Margaret in Persona 4 tells the main cast that Elizabeth, or in this case we use Theo, but Elizabeth has left the Velvet Room because she's trying to find a way to free the protagonist from the seal. And then there's also Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. Elizabeth is shown wandering in Inaba after many years between the two timeline between the games, and that she hints that she's found a goal to freeing the Persona 3 protagonist in the future. But then, yeah. So that's basically what happened. So, unfortunately, we die. We're dead. And we don't ever know if they released the protagonist. It was just hinted that it was a possibility, but it's never been officially confirmed. So yes, that is what happened. Now with that out of the way, I guess I can talk about my thoughts about Persona 3 Portable the female route. So as you guys know, I have already played the male route before, and I do really like some of the changes they made. I do like how this route felt a little bit more difficult than the male route in terms of like Tartarus and I guess strategies and social links as well. I actually really liked a lot of the new social links. I don't think I hated any of them except for Saori's. Saori's was the only social link that I didn't like. But I prefer all the other social links in this route compared to the male routes, because a lot of the male ones just had a bunch of characters I didn't care about, I'm not gonna lie. I don't have a Discord server. What was I saying? I didn't really notice too many different things in like the actual combat itself, so the combat's fine. Combat's like any other Persona game. The Persona Compendium, it was pretty much the same as well, all the same Personas. I really like the cast in this game. I feel like this cast is probably the most relatable out of the other Persona games, which, I mean, that can be an opinion thing completely. But I feel like I was personally able to connect a little more to this cast than the other Persona games I've played. That's just, I really like everyone's character growth. I really like how the character growth in this game was shown through the main story, rather than, I think in like Persona 5, like you do get a little bit of growth in the main story from the characters, but their true growth seems to come from their social links, which is not the worst way to go about it. But then again, social links are also optional, so not everyone is going to see that type of growth. So I appreciate that Persona 3 Portable has it all mostly in the main story. Persona 3 characters are regarded as the best ones, at least from the ones that I play and stuff. I agree. I think I like them the most. Okay, let me make a new file for that. I don't think I'm ever gonna pick up Portable again, but yeah. Guys hear music? Guys hear music? Yes? Sound good? Let's see. It's let me read all your guys' stuff. I'm so behind. Fun fact, the FES version of Persona 3 has glitches called the Void Glitch and the Nick Skip. Oh, interesting. Nick Skip is activated when accessing the Devil Social Link on 131. Yeah, I mean, I've never played the FES version, and I don't really plan to. So, I think... but that's cool to... What else we got? Turn it down a little bit. There you go. Okay. Counting screen, black background. I'm inside the Tartarus stream. I don't think I'll have the interest to play Reload. Honestly, that ending kind of soured me a bit. I cannot commit to JRPGs anymore. What soured it? The fact that we died. Who knows? I feel like Reload will add the epilogue, and who knows? Maybe we'll finally get the answer of, does the protagonist wake up? That's one thing. Maybe they might show the protagonist waking up that Elizabeth has tried so hard to bring back. And there's also, or Q2 also expands on it. I'm glad I got some context for some things from the streams. So yes, Food, you can see, I don't know if you were here, but I remember you're just like, why aren't you dating Shinjiro? Why didn't you go for Shinjiro? It's because, I don't think you were there for that, but he died, technically. He technically died, so that's why I didn't date him. Because I was like, well, he's not even gonna be here. Because he died. But the portable female route gives you the option to save him. But yeah, there was a scene where Ken was about to be shot at,
and Shinjiro took it instead by Strega. It was Takaya. But we basically found out that Shinjiro was the one who killed Ken's mom. So Ken had actually joined C's to get revenge. But he ended up not killing Shinjiro. Like, figured they could be friends. And then, while they were distracted, Strega came out and then shot at Ken. And then Shinjiro took the hit. And he initially does die. But in the female route, they added a wave back. I think Aigis is a super cool character. I love Aigis' monologue at the end. I think that really sells her character for me. I like the way they went out for it. But I won't be able to afford the game on release. The game is expensive. Glad it worked out for you. No audio. Why? There's audio now. Music is louder than you. I missed that. And also Shinjiro was taking some stuff that those Strega dudes give them. So yeah, he would have died sooner. Oh yeah, he was taking the pills. He was one of the three children that they mentioned, that Takaya mentioned, that survived the experiment attack. So it was Chidori, Jin, and Shinjiro were the 3 orphans that were taken in and survived. And so they were taking pills because their personas were not natural to them. Yes. But I'll say that supports what J2 said earlier. I'm feeling the main cast is way more interesting, Persona 5 at the very least. I do agree. I do think they're a lot more interesting. They have, like I said, more relatable topics going on with them, and they also give you more detail. I feel like Persona 5 kind of just dances around everyone's issues. Like, even Ryuji and his dad, like, we know that he had an abusive dad and his dad was an alcoholic, but that's it. Like, we don't really learn how that affects him too much, or his mom. Like, we don't get context on their situation. You just know that happened, and you know that it's just women they're struggling. Whereas Ken literally tells you, like, yeah, so Shinjiro killed my mom, and this is why I hate him, and this is why I need to kill him, and shit, stuff like that. Or like Akihiko directly tells you, it's like, I had a little sister which that Shinjiro and I took care of, but she died, and this is why we're fucked up, basically. It's crazy. Shinjiro's situation reminds me of some stuff from Persona Trinity Soul. Oh, that's right. I forgot that existed. That's an original anime. It's connected to the Persona 3 in some way. Yeah, I forgot Trinity Soul was a thing. I still haven't checked it out. I do know some stuff from it. Persona 5 was really shallow appeal in a lot of cases. Persona 3 is wild. That Shinjiro stuff was wild to hear. Yeah. And you know, Shinjiro's story is really great. Like, his social link was also really good. I'm really glad that they did this female route. We get to see more of Ken. We get to see more of Shinjiro. We get to see more of Akihiko. Even Junpei. I don't even think Junpei was a confidant. The male route. It was only the girls. And here we got to see the guys, so that was cool. Yeah, I just definitely think I like this cast a lot better. They actually directly address everyone's problems and talk about it. Whereas in Persona 5, they kind of dance around it. Persona 4, I think, was like... Honestly, it's been a while since I've seen Persona 4, so I don't remember how everyone's social links went. I definitely do plan to replay Persona 4 Golden on the channel again to refresh my memory, so we'll look back into that again. But I can't remember how much detail they went in with those. Because it's been a few years since I've played Persona 4. Let me see. And not even dissing 2 on Persona 5. I think that game is rad as hell on the record. Yeah, I still do think Persona 5 is great, and I still do like the characters. It just feels like they didn't go into as much detail as they should have with certain characters. Junpei wasn't, but there seems to be a lot more meat here. Yeah, they really get into the themes in this one. Even though I don't connect with the Persona 3 cast, I can understand why people like them. My favorite cast is the Persona 2 cast. I mean, the game that no one plays. Persona 2, the one that no one plays. That's a joke. Because it's the joke that no one plays, but I wonder. What even?
I'm trying to think, like, I definitely still do think that Persona 5 is my favorite, but Persona 3 is definitely the second favorite. Although, if you were to ask me, like, which characters do I prefer, it's obviously the Persona. I'm looking forward to see what new things they do in Reload, because I know they made a lot of really cool changes when they came out with Royal to the combat, so I'm excited to see if they transfer over any of those or if they come up with something new. So I think that's gonna be great. This is why I want Nyrely the who? He was a better villain than Strega? Oh, I see what you mean. My knowledge on Persona 1 and 2 is a bit limited. I know a few things, but I probably would not be able to go into a deep discussion about Persona 1 and 2, unfortunately. But yeah, I definitely prefer the female route to the male route, just because we get more interesting confidants with the main cast. We still had Yukari as an option here. Yeah. Because in the male route, we only really get Yukari and Fuka and Mitsuru. And then we just get all these other random people that we don't really care about. The male route just had so many social links I did not like. Yuko, Nozomi, Kazushi. I don't remember his name, but the guy that we always eat burgers with. Those are like 4 social links, and I'm like, that's kind of a waste. I remember I liked Chihiro's though. It was cool. But I'm glad for this route that they replaced those 4 spots with our boys in the cast. And Koromaru too. Even Koromaru's route would be interesting. At some point, I think at some point. But I know for a fact that I'm not gonna love Persona 1 and 2 more than 3, 4, and 5. So I really have to not be playing anything in order for me to pick up those games, I'd say. I can also recommend Shin. Yeah, I have played one Shin Megami Tensei game. It was a long time ago, and I didn't finish it. And I also don't remember a lot because I was a lot younger when I picked it up. And then I had planned to pick up Shin Megami Tensei 5, but it came at a point where I was like really busy with other games, so I never got around to it. So one day I will play Shin Megami Tensei 5 because I do want to play that one. Oh my god. Okay. Ugh, my stomach is growling. So hungry. I'm gonna set up this raid. But if anyone has any last minute things they want to say about the game, feel free. But I'm gonna set up this raid just in case, and I'll give chat some time. Oh, Ulysses, thank you for the Vine, but we just finished the game. We're just discussing it. But yeah, if anyone wants to put in some last minute thoughts before raid, and if not, I will go raid our friend Shay and say hello to her. You don't have to stay for her stream, but let's all support each other. We're all friends in the community. But yes, without further ado, no thoughts, only vibes. Yes, so my plans from here on out is continue with Digimon Story Lost Evolution, and then continue with Persona 5 Tactica. The thing about Persona 5 Tactica is it's a lot shorter than your average Persona game, so I do plan to play that twice. And I'm predicting I'll finish that game probably around January. And by then, I think for January, I will only stick to Digimon Story Lost Evolution, because then Reload comes out early February, like February 2nd. So I think I will stick with the games I currently have now. And then the next new game is going to be Reload when it comes out, I want to say. Because even Digimon Story itself is super long. That game itself, I looked up the average amount of hours. It's almost as long as Persona. So, let's see. Let me look at chat. You did great. Thank you. Oh,